Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Entrepreneur Middle East. We're here back at MasterCard, and with me is the one and only Saud Swar. He is the country manager for Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Jordan, and other Levant. Absolute pleasure. Thank you for welcoming me here.
Thank you very much for making the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you. So tell me a little bit about yourself, what you do, obviously, as a country manager in the company, and what's new in MasterCard.
So, Saud Swar, I look after a very interesting and exciting part of the world that is Saudi, Bahrain, Jordan, and other Levant countries. And we're very excited to be here today at Money20, this inaugural event. It's been amazing so far. This is day two. You know, the vibes, the networking opportunities, the business opportunities are all fantastic.
Amazing, amazing. So tell me a little bit more about your participation here, obviously. What sort of goals or what sort of messages would you like to leave behind when you leave the convention center?
So we believe in this platform. We're a strategic sponsor of Money20 this year here in Saudi, in Riyadh, home. We're doing three things. We are, on one hand, sharing our best practices and learnings through senior speakers at either the main stage or the breakout stages, talking about multiple topics related to the industry, real problems that need to be solved. That's one. Second, we have a fantastic booth here. We're showcasing some innovations, and I please invite you to see a few. I hope you did. But yeah, there's some exciting things on AI and agentic AI. And then finally, we have a couple of strategic agreements that we are signing throughout the event.
Beautiful, beautiful. We'll talk about the strategic agreements later. I just want to ask you one thing. And cybersecurity is such a big term, let's say, and security is so important and significant here in MasterCard. And I did read that you guys have committed with $10 billion in the cybersecurity space. So tell me a little bit about that and how you guys are dealing with all of the precautions, let's say, in the space here in Saudi.
So let me start by saying that by 2028, this will be a global $14 trillion problem, right? So it's a big problem to solve for.
14 trillion.
14 trillion globally, cybersecurity as a problem, $14 trillion, right? And it's a big problem to solve for. And MasterCard is committed to solve for that problem along with its partners. We have made significant investments, as you've noted, and that is in multiple ways. But in one way, we have acquired organizations that specialize in cybersecurity, so we can deploy their learnings and best practices hand in hand with our partners. In Saudi Arabia specifically, we're very excited to launch the Cyber Center of Excellence, Cybersecurity Center of Excellence. We have partnered with the industry, that is SAMA, as well as the other bank players, to work in deploying some of the best practices, test the readiness, train. So lots of things going on. It's
amazing.
A big topic, and we're very committed
100%.
to solving it. Yes.
Tell me a little bit about your partnership with SAMA in detail.
So we continue to collaborate extremely closely with SAMA. They are a great partner of ours in the industry. Specifically talking about the recent past, we have had our own soil payment gateway infrastructure hosted here in the kingdom, first to have that here in the kingdom. We continue to partner with them on the cybersecurity and resilience center to work with the industry and you know, deploy all of these learnings that we have.
Okay, amazing. That's good to hear. Now, one more question for you. Obviously, we did see that you were in a panel discussion about women in AI.
Yes.
Very interesting topic.
Absolutely.
How did the two connect? Tell me a little bit about that. Why is it important to emphasize women in AI?
So let me give you the problem statement. In one of the, it's not a country in the region, outside the region, they have monitored unemployment in new graduates.
Okay.
5 years ago, it was 5%. 5% of new graduates are unemployed, remain unemployed. Last year, 25%.
Which region?
This is Asia side.
Okay.
Right? So, if you think about it, 1/4 of fresh grads are unemployed. The majority of these are women. And when probed, like what's going on, AI was in the center of this, because all of a sudden, organizations, large, small, deploy AI to do what a fresh graduate usually does.
Exactly.
Right? And therefore creating this gap. So AI is a big topic. Unemployment, fresh graduate is a big topic, but accelerated specifically when it comes to women specifically. Obviously, women as a topic and gender inclusion is very important. They are half of the population, carry significant skills. At MasterCard, we look at skill-based inclusion, and that has helped us over the past many years do, I would say, three things. One thing we did was we worked with schools. So we launched this Girls for Tech initiative. So we work with girls age 8 to 16, including Saudi, including Egypt. So we're here in the region, to evolve their AI skills, evolve their programming skills, evolve their business management
Amazing.
skills. So one. Two, we have launched multiple platforms, including what we call Her Voice, which is simply a podcast. I'm not sure, you've heard about it. Yeah. It's an amazing platform where successful women speak to other successful women about how they become successful. So a lot of knowledge sharing. And then internally, we have multiple platforms for our colleagues to accelerate within the organization, including targets for inclusion at senior management.
So important, and it's so
Absolutely.
important to constantly keep growing, to understand what are the challenges around us and to adapt to them and to be resilient at the end of the day, because if we're stuck in one spot, it's going to be too late tomorrow,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
So I actually had a couple of question cards here for you. And literally what you were talking about right now is going to lead me to my next question, which was, will AI take more jobs than it creates? What is your opinion on this?
No, I think AI, in my personal opinion, will create a set of new jobs that requires organizations to make sure that their workforce is upskilled and trained to occupy these new set of opportunities of
But
jobs.
at a certain moment, we're just going to have a little bit of a gap because education needs to take place, right? There's going to be a bit of a couple of years when it's probably going to downfall by quite a lot of unemployment.
I'm sure you will agree with my next statement. Humans are amazing creatures. They adapt quite quickly and they evolve quite quickly.
We shouldn't underestimate ourselves.
Absolutely. We have
And
significant
a lot of people
power.
do. A lot of people do. Who's winning the AI race, in your opinion, startups or big tech?
I think both, and both are very important to the ecosystem.
Because those startups will eventually become big tech, right?
And the other way around.
And
The big techs have the opportunity to learn from startups and
Right.
scale.
Right. In 10 years, what will AI have replaced, in your opinion?
In 10 years, I think AI will replace all the administrative, jobs that do not require human intelligence. So human intelligence will remain core.
Okay.
And that is people science, emotional science, things like that. I don't think AI will
be
get it.
replaced.
Yes.
All right. Last question for you. How do you handle fear of failure?
Preparing, right? Because if
The unknown is what scares you, right?
no, it's personally speaking, if I know at any point in time that I have done my best in preparing, then whatever comes my way, I've prepared for it and I've done my best.
It's in God's hands then.
Absolutely.
Right. One last question for you. Advice for all the young generations out there watching this video now, hopefully wanting to become like you one day or reaching a sort of high position in the financial industry. What sort of advice would you have for them?
We are in an amazing part of the world. We are extremely lucky with the leadership vision that we operate under. They have some exciting stuff, initiatives, projects. I call them stuff, mega projects that are in the pipeline with a significant focus on human capital. Make use of the tools that our leadership has provided to us. Make use of the opportunities that our leadership has attracted to us, including bringing global organizations when offering them opportunities, and learn from these and build on these.
Right.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for your advice and for all your knowledge today and experience. And we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to us. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you.
Thank
Shukran.
you. Thank you.